In this video, I'm going to show you how to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. So if we have a fraction combo like 2/3 and 1/2. If you think about what 2/3 looks like and 1/2, you can see that we're not dealing with the same size pieces. 2/3 looks very different size-wise than 1/2. We cannot add them until we have like denominators. Now you can draw a model and then split these up into equivalent pieces. I could split this 2/3 and divide the entire fraction strip into 6, creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then this 1/2 here, I can split it into 6 and then count 1, 2, 3, 6. And now I can combine these because they're the same size pieces. So 4/6 plus 3/6 equals 7/6. And because I have an improper fraction, we're going to go out for ice cream and we're going to fix this by dividing. Put the ice cream in the freezer and shut the door. 6 will go into 7 one time. And I have a remainder of 1. The remainder becomes your new numerator. The denominator dominates. He always stays the same. Now I could have moved 2 of these over here and shaded in that one there and taken one off here and shaded in one hole and 1/6. So you can do some things with the models, but this is kind of time consuming. It's hard to split them up and get equal pieces. So I'm going to show you another way you can do it and save yourself some time. So when I add 2 fractions up, I stack them up vertically this way. The first thing I'm going to do when I have unlike denominators is to find the least common denominator. After this point, I am only going to write LCD because this takes a long time to write out. It's a big pain. So the LCD is not a light bulb, it's the least common denominator, and we're going to use that for every single one of these problems. Our denominators are 2 and 3. I want to write 2 and 3 over here. You always write the smaller number first. Now I'm going to list out multiples of 2 and see if I find one that has something in common with 3, a multiple of 3. So I'm going to list out 4, doesn't work with 3, 6, ding, ding, ding. I know the next multiple of 3 is 6, so I can stop there because that is my LCD and now I know what to do. So in order to add these 2 fractions up, I have to dress up these fractions. They can't come to my fraction party unless they have the right outfit on, and I need them to be a 6th in order to come to my party and find my answer. So I know the bottom number, denominator, is going to be 6 on both of them. Plug those in. Then from here, you're just creating equivalent fractions. I know that 3 times 2 is 6. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. 2 times 2 is 4. Now down here, I can't do times 2 because 2 times 2 is not 6. That would be silly. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we're in business. I've got a 4/6 and a 3/6, and I can combine them and have 7/6 here. Now I just did this problem over here. I'm not going to write it down again because we know 7/6 is equal to 1 1/6. This is the way we're going to practice doing it, because drawing models, especially when you're working with 12ths or 15ths, is really impossible to do well and not make mistakes. So I'm going to go through a bunch of problems and just give you some practice. Let's say I have 3/4 and 2/3. And pay attention to the symbol, because we are going to subtract on some of these, and a lot of kids add them all up together. So make sure you're watching for if you're adding or subtracting, it makes a big difference. So step 1, find the LCD. The LCD of 3 and 4 is what we're looking for. I'm going to list out multiples of 3 until I find something that works with 4. 3, 6 doesn't work with 4. 9, nope. 12, ding, ding, ding. This is my winner, because I know 4 times 3 is 12, and if I list out the multiples, you can do it this way, whichever way works for you. Once you find it, you pretty much know what to do. So now I know 12 is my winner, and I've got to get these guys dressed up for my fraction party so I can get my answer. They've got to dress up as 12ths. Go ahead and put 12 on the bottom and the top there, and we're going to find an equivalent fraction. I know 4 times 3 is 12. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. And the denominator stays the same. Don't try to add those together. You just drop it down. Now we've got a problem. Improper fraction. We got to go out for ice cream and fix our problems. You put the ice cream in the freezer and shut the door. 12 will go into 17 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. I subtract. My remainder comes up here and becomes my new numerator. The denominator dominates. He always stays the same. Don't touch him. And my answer is 1 5/12. Now I'm going to try to show you how to do it with some subtraction. It's the exact same thing, but now we're subtracting. And subtracting is nice because you don't have so many improper fractions. When you add, you have a lot of improper fractions. So let's take 7/9 minus, we're subtracting now, 1/3. I'm going to find my LCD of 3 and 9. List out those multiples. 3, 6, 9. Ding, ding, ding. That's my winner. I didn't have to list out anything for the 9, and that's okay. As long as I've got a common multiple, it works. So when I look over here, do I need to dress up the 7/9? No, it's already a 9th. Leave him alone. The only one you have to spend some time on and get in the right outfit is 1/3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. Now this part's easy. You're just subtracting 7 minus 3, and you get 4/9. And always ask yourself, can I simplify this? 4 and 9 have nothing in common, so I'm done. I have a number like 11/15 minus 3/5. I'm going to look for my LCD. my two denominators are 5 and 15. I'm going to look at multiples of 5 to find something in common with this 15. 5, 10, 15. Ding, ding, ding. That's my winner. So again, 11/15, he's cool. I don't need to change anything about him, but this 3/5 has to dress up as a 15th to come to my fraction party. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 3 is 9. Now, all I have to do is 11 minus 9, and I have 2/15. Can I simplify? No. These guys have nothing in common, and I'm totally done. So if you go through this and do through the same steps every single time, you're going to be really successful. The ones that we find that are a little bit harder are where you have to simplify it at the end, so don't forget to do that and make sure you're simplifying all your answers.